Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm now in Boulder. As you can see, it is just an absolutely gorgeous view from my hotel room here. I'm at a hotel called the Boulderado, which is this 150-year-old hotel. It's really old. I don't know exactly how old, but something, I think the guy said 130 years or something like that. And it's just this beautiful old. He says it's very haunted, apparently. A lot of haunted floors and rooms. But look at this view. Absolutely stunning. Hey, Bug. Much love to you, brother. I miss you, Bug. You are good people, Bug. You are good people. And look at these mountains. I've never been to Boulder before, and so I'm just really blown away by how gorgeous it is. Curtis, how you doing? Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. Isn't that amazing? It's hard to see the incredible boulders and stuff that are out there that are just gigantic on the mountainside. And a good thing is I have a couple laser pointers with me tonight. And even from the hotel room here, I think we could conceivably get a little action. What do you guys think? I think it's very possible. So basically I'm here to do Dr. Simeon Hines' resonant viewing class. Yeah, I think we could get some UFOs. Super! I love you, Super. Super is like my psychic soulmate. Kind of, we're very bonded. And growing and learning together, like we all are. So I just got back from Vegas, and that was an amazing trip, working on the psychokinesis. Wow, man, I'm seeing some strangers I haven't seen in a while. It's great to see you, brother. Much love to you and your family. So last week was working on psychokinesis and the research with the lab and the two different groups and Dr. Gallenberger, and that was just a stunning and amazing time. And I can tell you guys now that essentially every single time I was attached to a machine or tasked to either move a random number generator, a mechanical random number generator, or a true random event generator, every single session. There's not one session. I'm trying to think if I had one bad session that was not anomalous. Actually, no, I'm incorrect. There was once, but it was so small in terms of one run that was normal, basically in the normal range. But that's out of like 50 runs. So it was really stunning to see that consistent amount of deviation from the norm that just comes from focused intention. We know that consciousness affects the world. We know that consciousness and matter and the universe, they're kind of interwoven like a tapestry. They're not separate. And they affect each other. And to see groups of people working on psychokinesis, there's not a lot of scientists out there who will admit that they are working on studying psychokinesis. And Dr. Gallenberger is one of those few who will admit it. There's Dr. Browdy, who I'm friends with and I've interviewed, of course, on this channel and spoken with numerous times. He's just absolutely fabulous as well. But there's a handful of scientists that work on psychokinesis now, openly and overtly, and have written books about it. And it's a very important subject. And, all of you who are healers, you are working with psychokinesis. If you're a healer, you are doing psychokinesis. And if you can do one aspect of psychokinesis, you can do another. If you can be part of a healing, you can bend metal. If you can use remote viewing to see anything, you can do healing. They're all connected. It's not like these are different, wavelengths. It's all the same substructure. And on this trip, I'm going from last week working on psychokinesis to this trip working on remote viewing. And I'm not an amateur in terms of my skill level, I don't think. I think I have a very good skill level. But I think it's important to always train, to always work, and always study. And every year, if you're serious about this, you should take at least one class of some kind. And you don't have to necessarily pay for them. There's a lot of free classes out there. Dr. Hine has a whole course online you can take for free. There's a lot of other people that will take you into that love. And of course, Super Sleuth and myself and Artsy Dude and our whole gang will help. Shambhala. In fact, a great piece of news is Shambhala is going to be joining us here. So I'm really excited to meet Shambhala in person. That's going to be really fun. And so let's get back to psychokinesis for a minute, since I'm feeling talkative and wanted to just fill you guys in on that. And I want you guys to try psychokinesis. I want you guys to have faith in yourself and know that you can affect reality around you. Now, don't think you're going to be levitating cars or flinging pennies across the room or, levitating beers from the fridge. But if you start really small and you have faith, it'll increase. It'll increase your percentages. And there's lots of little lessons and little tips and exercises and little contraptions that you can use to work on psychokinesis. There's this pinwheel thing that you can make that I'll explain in a future video. But ultimately, all of these are connected. All of these different abilities, all of these different skills, and in fact, all of the different phenomena is connected. People oftentimes wonder, why is remote viewing connected to ETs all the time? It seems like even the straightest remote viewer ultimately somehow ends up connecting with ETs, or they'll have a session that involves an ET somewhere, somehow, and it'll just creep in, and it happens all the time. They found this out with SRI when they had just the military guys, the straightest military guys who didn't believe in UFOs or any of that stuff, and they started drawing them and getting different types of communication. And the reason why is really simple and obvious. If you believe what we believe, that there is a real substructure that makes all of these things possible, if there really is a substructure like that, then an advanced civilization would certainly know about it and be able to utilize it. And if you look at the ATIP report, and especially the secret congressional briefing document that was leaked, they talk about the things the government learned from the ATIP investigation of UFOs. The scariest things that they learned, the biggest vulnerabilities, was the powers of the mind. That was slide 9 from the Chris Mellon leak. And that slide 9 says it all. That the government knows this stuff is real. They know that remote viewing is real. They know that psychokinesis is real. The Russians are using this across the board. The Russians are tenacious and very savvy. And they are utilizing psychokinesis, remote viewing, remote influence. And it's well known. You can go to the CIA's own site and go into their archives and just type in Russia psychic. And you will get the most stunning stuff. There's no doubt about it that there are at least 6 buildings dedicated completely to the testing, training, and utilization of psychic powers across Russia. Russia's very serious about psychic stuff and remote influence and all of that stuff. And a big article just came out in Time magazine about it and in the newspaper about a week ago. They are very heavily involved. And this stuff matters. It matters in a lot of ways. Because if there really is a substructure that we haven't quite defined yet, that ties all of these little mysteries up in a convenient little bow, if there really is a substructure like that, its ramifications could be huge. Just as big as we didn't know, 200 years ago about the electromagnetic field. And we even admit electromagnetism ourselves. And we're surrounded by it. We're immersed in it. It's everywhere. Our whole society is run by electromagnetic fields and how we understand electromagnetism. But we didn't know about that 300 years ago, and that's the same with this substructure. It's not woo-woo. It's not magic goofiness. It's not, religious. This is a real physical structure of the universe. And I've been working for months with different scientists with different organizations, from Canada to France to the United States to some very big groups on this exact subject, that there is a real substructure there. It is real. We know from over 100 years of studies on just dice alone that the human mind can affect physical reality. But you have to be realistic. It's not like, superpowers. You're not going to be levitating yourself out the window here and fly to the top of that mountain as much as I'd like to. But I honestly, firmly believe that is not impossible. On some level, somehow, some way, it's probably conceivable. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, my bro. My bro. Guys, that's my genetic relative right there from across the pond. Big love to my brother right there. He's if you want to see some amazing videos, why don't you post a link to some of your stuff, bro? He's really an amazing experiencer and an amazingly attuned guy. I don't want to reveal his personal info if he doesn't want to, so I'm just going to say just that. But anyway, guys, I wanted to fill you in on some of the basics and talk about how important I feel this topic is. And, I will share every little bit of knowledge I have with you guys. I never, I don't want any money to do any of this research. I'm going to continue pushing the boundaries as far as I can and as much as my family will allow me to participate and help these different groups and research. Renee! Yow! What an awesome group of people. And I think this research is really important. So, and if you guys hear of any research projects going on where they are looking for intuitives, if they're looking for healers, if they're looking for exceptional individuals, if they're looking for ESP, if they're looking for any of that stuff, I myself always am willing and want to help and contribute positively to the science and the research. But also, if you guys know anyone who's sick, we just had another amazing healing with Super and our circle. And we would love to help if we can. We'd be so honored to help. So anyway, I'm going to try and do a live podcast tonight. And I'm going to bust out the laser and probably get kicked out of the hotel here. But I have a feeling that the laser here to that mountain is going to be amazing. Is going to be amazing. And I will fill you in on how the classes go. And if there's any information you guys need or would like, just email us at alienprotocols@gmail.com. Well, that's it for right now, gang. I have to go get some food in my scrawny little body and get ready to do some remote viewing. I've got a target to do tonight for a friend, and tomorrow morning the classes start, and I get to see Dr. Simeon Hine in about 2 hours. He's going to come by the hotel here and party. All right, gang, much love to you and yours. Enjoy your day. Make it what you want. Be positive in the face of adversity, because it's your freaking life. I love you guys. You guys really are my family.